Hello, my name is Shirley Self and I'm here to talk astrology. And tonight I wanted to talk about declination. This is my map of the world, and these lines, like going here through the poles, are longitude. And when two planets come along and hit the same longitude, like 3 degrees Aries or something, they are conjunct. Now when two planets hit the same declination, and declination is either north or south of the equator, they are parallel. Now sometimes when you have two planets that are conjunct on longitude, they can be also parallel in declination. I have an ephemeris here. This is of the 20th century, and it has declination in it each month. This one, and a reason I only got one from ephemeris from 2000 to 2050 is because I didn't think I lived much past there, so wasn't really interested in it, and that one didn't have declination, which I did not realize at the time, and now distresses me terribly as I have to find declination on my computer. So, but they do not have to, planets do not have to be conjunct in order to be parallel. All they have to do is to be on the same degrees north or south of the equator. And then, and if say if Mars is at 20 degrees north declination, and Saturn is at 20 degrees south declination, that is a contraparallel, and it's treated a lot like an opposition. But like I say, you can often have them conjunct and parallel, and that's a really intense conjunction, regarded as a very intense conjunction. I did not use declination at the beginning of my studies, but when I discovered declination, I also discovered why I was such a contrary. I have a Moon-Uranus parallel, and they're not in any other aspect, the Moon and Uranus. But they are parallel, and that, of course, a Moon phase 14, which I am, is supposed to be contrary. Donald Trump is a Moon phase 14, and contrariness helps us to overcome the temptation to be guided by your ideas and led by your emotions. And so being contrary kind of isolates one and is very useful for a 14. So this is the Tropic of Cancer, and this is the Tropic of Capricorn. This is where the sun will hit 23 degrees, 28 minutes south at the winter solstice, and will hit 23 degrees, 28 minutes north at the summer solstice. The equinoxes are when it hits the equator. So 23 degrees and 28 minutes is pretty much the band of normal here. And it got planets, the outer planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, they don't go out of bounds much. They pretty much stay in a line with the sun. But the moon can go almost to 29 degrees, either north or south. And Mercury and Mars can reach a maximum of 27 degrees north or south. And Venus can hit a magnificent 28 degrees north or south. And when those planets do go beyond 23 degrees and 28 minutes, they're suddenly freed from normal constraints. They go outside the norm. They go beyond the bounds. a moon out of bounds can become almost hysteric. So it pays to check and see what planets you have out of bounds. I think the United States has a Mars out of bounds, and so our Mars is unbounded. I have a Pluto out of bounds. Pluto was out of bounds during a major portion of the Second World War, from the late 30s into the mid 40s. And we know what, you can just look at the terrible devastation of World War II and can understand what a Pluto out of bounds is all about. So, watch for your parallels and contraparallels, because they don't just add nuance, they add important information to your chart. So I hope that you are all getting your vaccinations and starting to approach normal, and I hope it's a better normal than it used to be. So take care, and God bless. Bye-bye.